I wanna be rich.
Hi guys, so we're back with Anto. Somehow we're in the same clothes.
No, you guys said you have to wear the same
If you're listening, we are in the same clothes, but you can go and head over onto YouTube to watch. We're now in part 2 of the same topics, relationships and money. And you're with me, Amira, your favorite impulsive spender.
Pauline, indecisive saver.
And Abigail, the disobedient budgeter. Tumesota lakini
Tunaomoka!
Money is amazing. Money is amazing, but it's nothing. What money does for you, that's what is important. That's the most important thing.
That's a quote. It's amazing, but it's not.
But it's nothing.
Nothing.
Money is everything,
But
it's nothing.
True.
If money is gonna buy you and your friends, all of them iPhone 10s or 11, just so you can show them that yeah, by the way, I bought for all my friends Valentine's. All my friends who are single, I bought for all them iPhones, and you're out there trending and everything. But you can't take that energy and go buy yourself some beachfront property, because that would be the same amount, less like $1 million bob.
Yeah.
If you and your wife or your girlfriend wouldn't do that, okay, then
You're actually broke, because your mentality is broke.
Yeah.
you keep buying iPhones.
Yeah, you keep.
Yeah.
We'll see where we'll meet each
Yeah,
other.
because you already lost the race.
I know. So I know I sort of said something about what we were talking about last episode about just the vulnerability when it comes to money in non-platonic relationships. So now I'm talking about like in romantic relationships. So just the bigger picture is vulnerability, but what's your take on splitting the bills, lending your partner money? What else? Just how
Like, do you let them know everything?
How
No.
open are you about
Yeah.
your finances?
Yeah, men can't lend their girlfriend's money.
Eh?
That's not. It's what?
Oh, it's not lending, you should just give.
Just give.
Thank you.
Amen.
Just give. There's no way a man can
Pause,
lend.
pause. PSA, public service announcement. Kenyan men. Antonio Sol has said that
And
you shouldn't
even
lend us
those in
money.
the diaspora
Thanks.
and not in Kenya, so some of us are not going to marry Kenyans, maybe. Listen to what she said.
PSA.
Honestly, like boyfriend can't lend girlfriend's money or husband can't lend their wife's money.
But that's pressure though. Okay, I just
No,
said
I'm saying.
But technically, if you're married and you're one, what am I lending? See, where it's our money.
you really can't lend, but women can lend men money.
Why?
Why?
This is the thing.
Let me
It's
know.
an issue of ego. It's an
No,
issue of
no.
ego. A man will feel weird borrowing, so they have to know that they can give
But not
back.
even that.
big
But not even that.
double
It's just the idea that also women, when they want. For me, actually, it's not even a thing. I'm saying something controversial.
it is actually so controversial.
It's just the idea that women, you cannot stay with women's money like that. Unacha kwambia ule mtu uwezi omba pesa na ukae nayo ujibambe ni demu.
Yeah, I said
Hiyo ni
that.
unheard of. Juu bibi yako atakukumbusha ukitoka, ukiingia
pesa yangu.
na ukitoka na ukiingia, if you know you know. So you like babe, by the way,
I almost went out with him.
yeah. Abigail is looking at me like, which Antonio Sol is this?
Okay,
So
Yeah.
I'm just looking. I'm like,
No.
So because kuna I think miss penda hii kusema ati mademo aliumbwa hivyo juu miss kwa hiyo boardroom wakiumbwa. So ni venye tu madem yani always cheza na do ya dem. I'm telling you, me I've seen this with my own parents. Like even my dad, if my dad gives my mom money, it's over. In fact, my mom will say, if that's for investment. If my mom gives my dad money, in fact, even all of us will know. Now, this because your father. And the same thing also with me, like zile do imeipa madem. Hata demo tatu tunakatia ama in fact demo nakatia ni worse. Do demo nakatia akikwambia ati yo babe ati sijui napeleka brother yangu shule. Sahau. You're doing meoga. So unajua pia madem same ni watu wabaya, but unajua pia relationship ikianza pia ni upenda kutupima. You're like, you know, like sort of trying to see like what kind of gauging what kind of guy is this. So you'll come up with those excuses, you know, I'm taking my bro to school, but then, you know, I need to, you wouldn't even ask for the money, and then I'll be like, oh, so, you know, because I want to,
but you know how to read
I want to be
signs.
in your bro's good books, so I'll give the 5K, and, you know, those kind of things.
Yeah.
So basically to mean that you all are smart in how you get your money. Now imagine me as a guy telling my girlfriend or
To
someone,
give me back.
I
Hey,
know,
she'll roast
you
you,
see,
like,
she's
she'll
asked.
catch.
So that's what
I'll
it's
catch.
over. Me trying to convince you that I'm going to see my sister called Amira, so I'm trying to make you send me some chunks to go see Amira.
Imagine, Anto, I think it's I think you're just looking at it in a weird way. But
No, if you're asking me for money, that's one thing. I agree, that's okay. But actually, a guy, my boyfriend or my husband is giving me money and then he's asking me to return it, I'll also be like,
It's also like,
that would be weird to
you
me.
see,
That would
you
be
guys
weird.
have a relationship
Yeah.
that is so, if you ask me, it's so solid that there's that relationship has guts. That there's guts in the relationship.
I would say returning.
I can actually ask for the money. Hey,
no, I think you think let me
I'm like doing episode 5. I'm in bad.
Si tukiomba
Return it.
pesa, imagine si urudisha. Bora nilisema nitakurudishia.
you see wewe ukiomba na urudishe.
But we are at the boyfriend
hiyo
girlfriend, it's marriage,
ni
we're
wewe,
talking
hiyo ni wewe.
mean,
Wewe umeamua kurudisha. Mimi ukiniomba mimi I won't be there like literally waiting for you to actually pay back. I'll just be like, it's fine. It's
Sawa, hiyo ime-
By the way, giving money to your girlfriend or your wife is as good as, it's as good as giving money to a relative. When I'm talking about a relative who's like
Like an elder or
an
something.
elder or your sister, your brother, your mother. Just
As in you should give without expecting.
yeah, and also it's also patriarchal in the sense that it's a lady. How would you start calling her and keep reminding her, babe, ile 4K ujantumia.
But me, the thing is, if we're married and in the same house, isn't that our money? I'm not.
No, if you're married,
No,
it's
if-
different.
And then again,
If you're married,
the
it's
same-
different.
Okay.
In a
Thank you,
relationship,
thank you.
That's
But
another
At our age, maybe.
No.
At our age, maybe.
which also means that probably if you guys ask about accounts, if you know, it's not a bad thing, and I think in the world we live in, it's not a bad thing, especially if your relationship is like where you're not open in the sense that you're seeing other people, open in the sense that you are actually
very transparent.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're clear about that. Me, this is how much I have in my accounts, what I own, this is what I'm about. I think those things are important because they can actually either one save all of you guys in terms of information that can help that relationship to prosper.
yeah.
It could also be, you know, because I could know something and I'm like, babe, uko na shamba Kitengela, and literally there's a company
By
that's
the
looking
way,
for a place in
it's true.
Kitengela
Yeah.
to set up an office, and they're willing to put containers and pay for everything. They just need a shamba. You see that transparency, what it's done, it's made all of us money, it's made
You
you
can empower
happy, you don't
each
have
other.
idle land, you can empower each other. So there's that. If you guys have that kind of relationship, then it's okay, because then me, I'll just make you remove money, get money, withdraw money from the joint account or something. But if the foundation of relationship is already based in lies or in cover-ups, well, then you're always going to have that question of why. And let me tell you, in fact, the lesson here is you guys in a relationship make money ndo mwache kuombana hizi matao 5 na tao 4. Ndo mtu akingia wallet yako anachukua tao. If someone diaspora if someone
Make
gets
money.
your wallet and just gets your
5,000.
5,000 your $100 or
It doesn't
whatever,
matter.
you just feel like, I'm also 100% sure that Abigail she probably needs the 10K, she's getting her hair done or her nails done. Like, I know she's not out here
Struggling.
doing things that would shock me. She's not out there trying to buy a new Bluetooth speaker just because she wants to be seen. Like, I trust what
You're both being
are.
financially responsible.
Yeah,
So,
just
like,
make a lot of
So what's your
money.
take on splitting the bill?
I don't think it's about. I think again, when in a relationship, when you might be going through things. It's okay if the lady decides that she's gonna probably pay for your bill because she knows what you're going through or whatever. Maybe you guys are going for a networking event and you know you're gonna be there because you need to make business. So if she splits the bill, well and good. But most of the times, I just think it's okay that a man pays the bill. I'm not saying this based on a gender role kind of thing. I think it's just because it was what I saw my dad do. And my dad is the most, I think, alpha male person. So, and even as he was doing it, you wouldn't see him at moving the money, showing everyone to see. So you never even realize when you guys
Ile
go somewhere
like
that's being paid, hata mjui lilipangwa, mnajuanga tu. When you get older, you realize people pay bills because when you're young, you don't realize your parents pay bills.
Yeah.
You just go to a restaurant, you eat, you go. You go to the supermarket, you get your lollipop, you start playing.
Yeah.
You see you guys walking out with shopping. You don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
So that said, I think it's
a case by case.
Yeah, it's a case by case, but I think it's nice when men pay the bill. It makes women feel, man, say like, yani niko na bazoo. You get. I've got, for our diaspora audience, I have a Booker T. I've got a Mike Tyson next.
But I
I
feel
look for a reference that they can understand.
episode is going to
I've
be
got The
Bazoo
Rock.
and
Yeah, The
Yeah,
Rock.
this
The
one,
Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bazoo is The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, Bazoo is
Yeah,
The
walking
Rock.
The
The
Rock.
Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk. Yeah. Bazoo.
Yes,
But I feel like you've already said this from the many questions we've had for you.
Yeah.
Like what
Actually,
would
we have.
would you consider as red flags for you in a relationship financially at this point in time?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some financial red flags? Like, no.
I think more a lot of luxurious stuff. I think for me that would be a red flag, because if my girlfriend or my wife is into a lot of that stuff, it's a bit scary, because then if you're into Swarovski and you're into the Gucci's and the whoever, it's nice, but then if there's no property, if there's no investment, and that's the kind of stuff that you like, I have a problem. I prefer investments that bring the Swarovski, not Swarovski
Amen.
that allows
But doesn't allow you
to
to
actually
invest.
say that I want to look Swarovski or Gucci or Fendi so that I can get it. That doesn't work.
You only
By the way,
brand.
no one should lie to you. At looking good or looking expensive will make you expensive. Whoa!
Nothing.
You just be there with your Pro Box,
Yeah.
hustle around
By the
Nairobi
way.
so you can buy a Range Rover.
Yeah.
And I've learned this from
Some of the biggest billionaires have the simplest cars.
yeah. And you know, when you're younger, you always have this conversation, you think, yeah, but people make money, they don't care anymore. But that's the thing though. If when they make money, they don't care anymore. So why are you caring you don't have? Think about it. See, people always say, yeah, but you know, like Zuckerberg, he wears a t-shirt always.
Yeah.
When we talk about the late CEO for
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, there's a look he had.
Yeah.
So people always say, yeah, but you know, when you make money, you don't care. So why do you care then?
When you
When you know you don't have, if you know that actually when you make money you don't. So there's things like those that, for me, those are red flags. When you're concerned about that, I'm also big. You can tell a fake lifestyle. You know, where you can actually know that the person you're dating lives a fake lifestyle. The things they post, the life you're living, they're not proud. For example, probably either being friends over or show themselves over, actually lacking vulnerability for me is a huge red flag, because it means we are probably in a fake loop.
Oh yeah.
There's just a fakeness that we have that I have a problem
And it
with.
catches up with you over time. It will just catch up.
And too much borrowing, and for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Don't go wrong to
Yeah.
some
I
read a quote today that said, borrow to invest, or borrow for something that's going to reproduce, but not just for something like, can I borrow for my nails, for my hair? Not that those are bad things,
Yeah.
but in the grand scheme of things, okay, nails and hair are great, but
Yeah.
I'd rather you're telling me, let me borrow because I have this plot, but I promise it's going to have return, and here the dividends, I want like things that are worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People do take loans from banks because they want to buy a car or they want to upgrade their car, and you're wanting.
Yeah, that's a fact. I've had that dilemma. I think probably not even a few months ago, when the car had that one problem I told you, and I just knew, wow, this is gonna be a big problem, and here I am again, the same scenario. So and in fact a few weeks ago, so I was getting so I'm in a SACCO, and that's one of the things that I'm gonna tell people. So I'm in a SACCO and I'm in one of those merry-go-rounds. So with a SACCO, you can borrow 3 times, and when you also with a logbook, you can borrow 4 times the amount that you've actually saved. So I've learned these things over time, and I'm telling you guys, I'm learning these things after when I started adulting. Yet when I had money, like when I just had random money from
You're like,
from city,
yeah.
if I had this information, I would be, to be honest guys, I'd be so far, because I was making money then that I don't think people are ever gonna make now in film industry.
And now
because
you're
now we
trying to
have all
make
these
that
things,
money back.
COVID, and now what I'm doing is that even when I have 4 places to get the same amount of money from one job that I had them, is that knowing to invest is very important. So, and I realized when I was getting them, because also it's a thing, you get the loan from the SACCO, but for a good reason, but you could always change your mind and decide.
You have to have integrity.
You have to have integrity is important. So for me, I was doing that to buy land, and I think it's been one of the most challenging, difficult times for me because every coin that I get was going there. Like, in fact, it's funny. Today I had a conversation with my mom, and she was like, "Guy, Aki, you've really tried because of the goal that I want for myself." You know, I watch all
I just joined the circle.
Yeah, I watch all these tiny homes and all these things.
Yes,
and I'm always like, I want something like that for myself. Like, I want to just have a nice thing. And that's the thing, though. In fact, when we're talking, I literally got a word for it. It's called, for me, I'm going to call it salt borrowing. So salt borrowing for me versus sugar borrowing. You see, sugar, and I'm not saying that, and any of them in literal terms could actually affect your health. But for me, salt borrowing is when you borrow so that you could actually increase value over whatever it is that you want to put in your life.
So
well,
what's
sugar borrowing, it's the energy, it's the sugar rush, it's want people to see you.
The impulse.
The impulse.
The enjoyment.
It's the enjoyment. It's that moment. Well, for salt, it just makes, it could literally turn food into a meal.
Yeah.
Well, sugar just turns, you know.
And me, I'm a sweet tooth.
So for me, it's and you could interchange it based on what you like. Maybe you like sugar, you like salt, so whatever it is for you. So that I'm big on that.
I really like the point where you said if you knew these things earlier, you'd be so far.
Oh, very good.
And I think that's what we've been trying. That's one of our main goals for this podcast was just oozing out financial literacy now when we're this age, so that when we are older, we're not like, wow, imagine all that money.
For example, and I know time is, sorry, Sheila and George, but you guys want that relationships and money is a huge
topic. Yeah, it is.
They must go together. So, for example, I'm not in WhatsApp groups. And one of the reasons why I'm not in WhatsApp groups, including one for my boss, is I always tell people that, are we gonna form a chama in this WhatsApp group? And then people say no, and I leave immediately. So in fact now I've had to do that setting on my phone where you can't add.
I also have that.
Because I'm like, I'm not gonna come in a WhatsApp group to share memes. I already have one meme provider.
Or those long forwarded messages.
Yeah, I already have one meme provider, one who I know he's actually my neighbor. I just know a core on point na memes, so I don't need to be in a group to get memes. So imagine being young. Being in a group to share memes. So my mom growing up, I learned this later because I used to hear these terms from my mom. My mom was in chamas for mabati. Please hear those words, mabati. Ya sufuria, ya maleso. So I had wondered, what are these things? Like, what is this? So izo chama, when they say mabati, is because some of them had land, but they didn't have money to build. So walikuwa chama ya mabati literally in Kawangware, where they help each other to buy mabati. Chama ya masufuria, because they are women, they have events, they have weddings, they have all those things. And now unajua them, they've also they're the big ones. So it's pride that a woman has her own. It's pride when someone comes and asks my mom for the big sufuria, they feel proud because of that. So I always ask myself, every interaction and everyone that I deal with for me in my life, they must add value in the sense that what do they bring in my life? So I'd rather be in a circle, I'd rather be in a bank, because I know what value it brings in my life. See, I'm working hard. So I put money in the circle. The circle can give me back a loan. So why am I your friend if you only take from me and you don't put? So what's the point? So for me, an imaginary relationship for someone like me who's not even big on marriage or whatever, and maybe because I'm a Scorpio, so imagine for me.
You're a Scorpio. Can we high five and then we sanitize?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please let us.
So imagine for someone like me who tells themselves, then you have to bring so much value in my life that it makes the relationship sweet because we can see the growth and everything we're doing. So that's very important.
I think that's just like, even aside from finances, even with things like faith, even with things like just character, like that scripture that says bad company corrupts good morals. It really does. You can waste so much time on social media. I mean, even now I've just joined a circle, and that was like one of my proud accomplishments of this month. And it's like, we are young, but at the same time, these things, it's not an overnight thing. Our society is so like bent on immediate gratification.
Yeah.
Here today, tomorrow I should see the results, but it's like it's a slow burn. And so if you start earlier, especially with the guys who are in their young 20s,
Yeah.
don't always, you get money, it's enjoyment, it's nails, it's hair. If you were to do the math on how much you spend on hair, nails, enjoyment, that money, you, even if you just reduce your enjoyment by half, I'm so sure you could spend such a significant amount, even just like save such a significant amount.
Yeah. By the way, you guys must all join circles.
Because there will always be events.
Join now. It's
There will
just-
always be events.
Most of them, the minimum is like 2K per month.
Yeah.
You know, so and I've become.
And you don't have to be
Yeah.
in these ones for like, because what used to scare me was the women ones where
Yeah.
you would hear stories of like people fighting and falling out, but
Yeah.
you can join like a company one,
Yeah.
so you don't have to interact
It's
with
all this. Honestly, there are a
people.
lot of circles. You guys have the time. Kwanza, let me tell you, when you're living in your mom's house, you still live in your parents' house, make sure you join a circle. Because the idea that you're still not adulting, you should take advantage of those moments. Yani, you want to be the cool kid right now, it's all good. But imagine being the kid everybody wants to be when they're seeing you live your life
At
fully.
30, yeah.
And they're like, and that's the thing I realize about money also. It doesn't matter how,
long-term game.
it's not about being young at and enjoying the money when you're young. When you're older, we never look at people like Oprah and be like, but you know, Oprah is old, so now naturally she doesn't inspire me. The fact that Oprah is a multi-billionaire, it doesn't matter how old she is.
With her garden and
if
her
you see her
fruits harvesting
video,
all the
I mean,
time.
Oprah was asked by Trevor Noah, so what is the one normal thing you do that other normal people do? And then she's like, yeah, you know, I have an orchid for my avocados. And Trevor Noah just said, that's not a normal thing. People love avocado, but it's not normal.
Yeah.
So I want to be Oprah with my orchid of avocados. I'm good. But now, let me enjoy the avocado at the kiosk, see guacamole. So I think we understand what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah, and I think it's just chess, not checkers. Think ahead, long term.
It's so interesting that we're having this conversation. I literally had the same conversation with the Uber driver this morning, and he was telling me he's an ex-policeman, and he was saying how he was complaining about how he was being paid pesa duni akiwa. He couldn't feel it, and he was just like, I'm early retiring. So he resigned actually, and then he just started doing his biashara with Uber for Uber, and he said he's tried giving young people jobs, but they actually end up stealing from him. And you see, he's in the business, so anakuja anamletea like 1,000 bob per day, and he knows you can make 3,000 per day nicely. And that's minus mafuta, all those things. So he's like, young people of today, we are so greedy. We want to make quick, fast money, and money is not quick, fast. You have to sweat. There has to be some sweat and blood when
And
it comes,
discipline.
and discipline when it comes to making money. And that's the problem. That's the mindset we have. If you don't make money now, if you don't make like money easily, then you don't feel accomplished. And then still that money that you make fast, you get
You lose it
3,000
just as fast.
you lose it as fast as you, maybe even faster than you got it, and it just doesn't make sense. And he was telling me, you guys, please, you young people, just don't think about easy money. Think about the future. Think about how will I live 10 years to come. Do you have that in your mind? Yeah.
When you lack, I think everybody can, as a young person, think of everything think of everything in your life that brings value to your life or joy, and then take it away. Your parents, the house you live in, the car your parents have, your uncle who has money, your brother who takes you out. Just, no offense, just imagine all of them perish in a road accident. And then telling yourself, just think about it, and then you realize today I need to go to Kenyatta Hospital to actually follow up on their bodies. Then you realize, again, no offense, I have to curse here, how you are. Yani you are
To bleep that.
you are yani you have yani wewe na ile the roach in your house, you and the cockroach in your house, that cockroach is a boss. You and the cockroach in your house is a boss because it eats. You have nothing. And I'm sorry guys, I know emailed, I can talk for 3 hours, but I remembered something.
Yes.
Hi George, hi Sheila. I remembered something, and it's called serving the scraps. And I had this from Oprah, and she was talking to someone, and I can't remember who it was, but she'd had someone from TD Jakes serving the scraps.
That man loves to talk, yeah?
All this, you see, yani living off of the last thing yani you can have in the world, because after you're done with it, the creme de la creme at the top is waiting for you. So you have the scraps now.
Yeah.
Just serve yourself.
Like I was reading, there was that quote I posted on the Tumesota Instagram, and it said people usually get upset that you have to work 2 to 5 years for your business to pop, and would rather stay 40 years in a job that, like, with a salary that's going to end. It's like, put it into perspective, hustle now, sweat now, but you'll reap the rewards. It's just for a time.
Yeah.
It's just for a time. And with that, Abby,
So we always end our episodes with a
We are done.
challenge.
Like we're over. It's over.
We're on the last part.
Oh wow.
we'll bring you back. Don't worry.
Definitely.
So we always end our episodes with a challenge, like the one we did previously. I think our challenge was, because we were talking about friendship and money, we were like, avoid borrowing if you can, and also like communicate if you have somebody's money. So what would be your challenge?
Audit your friends financially.
So what would be your challenge to us when it comes to relationships and also to the audience?
And money, yeah.
So
A challenge or a tip, practical, like a
yeah.
call to action.
So this is it's funny that some of the things that happen to me, I think, don't be too nice. Don't be too nice when it comes to making decisions. Not even really financial decisions, but decisions that end up having a financial cost. In the sense that, for example, I've done business where one of the things that gets me a lot of money is PR. So because of being in the media industry, I always end up meeting people who they sort of know that I know my way around media houses and just getting PR and all those things. Like even when I came here, I told you guys I want to get you this interview because that's the way I am. Like I know how to plug. I like bringing people together.
The plug.
So I've ended up making money.
Plug.
Yeah, Antonio Plug. So I've ended up making money from doing that. The thing is, some opportunities have come to me so fast and so quick that by not making a sound decision at the beginning. For example, I registered a company. There's certain things that my parents did for me. I'm not a spoiled kid, I'm from the ghetto, but they did for me because I think my dad especially, he sort of sees my character and the kind of person that I am. So I'm too giving. So my dad again is very alpha male. He won't sit down with you and tell you, this world, no. He'll see you making money, then he'll tell you, unafaa ufungue company. And he won't do it at work. He's the type, he'll tell you, umefungua. So you see now that gave me pressure. So I opened a company, I registered a company, and then I opened a company, nilifungua kampuni. I registered a company, and I know right, where we translate. So I registered a company, and then I knew one it would help me. The same way I was made to get a passport, and then I knew one it would help me. And they say you get a passport, you start to travel. You get a driving license, you start to drive. So I registered a company, and then because the government had changed things to get into the digital age, I hadn't complied or whatever, so I decided to use my friend's company for that biashara that was coming through. It was coming to like around 2.something million. And when the business came through, my friend, we got paid the first payment. I made sure everyone who were working with our influencers, everybody was getting paid on time and all those things. The last chunk of money that we were getting paid, my pal gave me like a share of my money, and then just me being me again, I was like, no, don't give me all the money now, watch out to your pesa baadaye. And my pal ended up using all the money for whatever he needed to use the money for. And it made me realize one of the things, and this has happened to me before, where I've done another business of the same sort, and I decided to split the money that we were earning half, and I was doing 90% of all the work. So having a really sort of being very clear about getting paid for your worth, being very clear about that.
Put yourself.
People can call you a diva. People can say you're trapped.
Even in romantic relationships.
Yeah, people can say, you need to know. If you know very well that we decided we're gonna buy the sofas from Ngong Road, don't now decide, and I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, don't decide now to go to Westie to an amazing whatever, so you can be seen, and people every time they come to your house, we got it from that palace, we got it from that place called Palace. That doesn't help. I mean, stick to your gun when it comes to those relationships and money. Make sure that you're getting your worth. It's very important. If you know I'm putting 9% of your worth here, get those contracts, and also get your stuff together. I mean, it took me from last year March till this year, probably 3 weeks ago, to get paid my last amount, because now you see he used the money, he borrowed the money for himself, just because I said the phrase, no, I don't want the money now. And the reason for me, I was making a very sound financial decision not to send the money now, because I knew I'd spend it on something, knowing that it's in an account. But I don't have a signature on that account. So I have no authority over that account. So having authority over your money is important, which means
even if you're dating.
Exactly. Which means that one, nobody can sign off from the bank. Both of you have to sign off on the money, which means having your next of kin, which means being transparent and telling people, your family, the amount of money you have around, because people can come and take away that stuff from your family. They would have enjoyed that money if you leave or if you pass on. So there's all these things that you must do, and not being guilty or guilt tripped in thinking that knowing about money means that you are a miser, that you're bougie, that you're mean, that you're mean with your money. There's nothing, no one should guilt trip you because you know about money. Nobody. So if
another thing my mentor told me is companies don't have feelings. It's not a thing of emotions. You're just trying to secure.
It's not personal.
That's the same thing my lecturer was just saying the other day when I was in class. He was just like, the reason why people get like a million shillings and they become broker than broke is because they don't take time to just think. They get all caught up in that excitement, and just sitting down and making that decision is like the wisest thing you can do for yourself.
And also another thing that I forgot is a lot of times, again, I always forget to say stuff, is you also you don't owe anybody an explanation about the lifestyle that you live. Not to mean that you live a bad lifestyle so that you can say, Anto said I don't know you an explanation. No, it's to mean that if you decide I'm gonna walk from here to Kile so that I can get the mat for 30 bob to get to town, and every single day I'll be saving X amount of money so my circle never has to call me. You do you. If you walk, when you get to the matatu, you dust off. You always walk with this kitamba and you dust off your feet.
Wet wipes, you
panguza your sweat, and you go do your thing, and you see you leave town with a million bob. While people were thinking you're out here using an Uber. So you do you. And also when you don't owe anybody an explanation, is that we need to be very secretive and very private about our financial dealings. Stop telling the world when you get into a meeting and leave in that meeting and put it on Instagram. Stop texting your cousins on WhatsApp and telling them that some people will, my friends, this age will tell you, some people will call that company and say, why Amira? Why? Why Amira? But
they look for
and a lot of times such contracts have NDAs and people don't even respect the NDAs.
Exactly.
Don't disclose business dealing.
Stop telling everyone everything. And I think it's more joyous for you when things don't work out and you always walk saying, here, at least the disappointment is only within on me, rather than telling the whole world and then everyone. And my mom told me one thing and said, some people pray and they ask God, why Anto always? Why are you always giving Anto these deals? Kwani mimi I'm not worth it. That's the same God you pray to, that person's praying to God. And they're basically telling God, why is it always Anto? And then God is like, even you Anto, you're always showing off. Let me just take it away from you because you can't even keep your secret.
It's not like that.
I believe there's a connection.
But I get what you're trying to say.
There's a connection between money and spirituality.
Curses are real.
You think there's a connection?
Oh, there's a huge connection.
There is
a connection between spirituality and
but not favor though. I wouldn't say like, you're like Anto is successful because he's so favored.
He prays
and the shop around the street he's not there because he's cast.
No, I think in terms of the decisions you make.
I'm
not that God makes one poor and the other one. No. Actually, some people are so rich but yet so poor. And that was debate. Did you guys hear that? Some people are so rich yet they're so poor.
But today until you
not today. By the way, I'm always
he's always
like this.
But I told these guys to be prepared. I don't think they really.
People see me making fun and just think I'm just.
Like in this episode, he's dropped like if you listen to it,
he's meandered, but he's made points.
You made like very serious points.
His age, guys. His age.
Borrowing.
What are we using that?
And also, I think, thanks so much for coming. Anto actually I hit him in the DMs. He was very easy to work with. You've just been amazing. And thank you for coming. Thank you for disclosing to us this knowledge. It's sometimes I think when you're younger, I know you're saying when our gap is not that big, but sometimes when you're younger, it feels like the people at the top want to hoard information.
Yeah.
But it's like information is to be shared. So thank you for coming and sharing with us what you know. I'm sure you put your comments of how you felt. Obviously, we'll have him back. You might hear us also on his show.
Yeah. I want to have you guys on the
Do you want to
10
plug
and
anything
show.
before we go? Is there anything you want to plug?
No, just go to my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter. Oh, everything's
Yeah,
Antonio Soul.
all his
That's
following
all.
links in the description.
It's just Antonio Soul.
As our merch is still out, our broke repellent, spray the broke away.
Yeah,
guys.
I really like this.
And the mask protect yourself from broke bacteria. We have
so
we
you
have one
prefer
for you.
rich bacteria?
We have one for you.
What this?
Both. The
Oh,
mask
oh,
of
wow.
course,
Wow.
of course. We'll give it to you off air, but thank you for tuning in. It's probably our longest episode because this topic we will never really exhaust it, really. But you have the power to Omoka. It's all inside your mind. Go for it and have a great day. Tumesota lakini.
Tutaomoka.